Here's exactly how we got from this to this using just an online skin consultation and not even seeing the patient in person. We literally used just 3 products, which you can see on screen now, but there's very specific reasons why they were chosen. If you use them when you actually need something else instead, be warned, they may not do much for you, if anything. Step 1, cleansing. To cleanse the skin in both the morning and the evening, I actually recommended just using plain water. Some of you probably think, surely you should use a cleanser to cleanse. You can, but it's not always necessary in my personal opinion. And as you can see, there's proof of it too. Why? Look carefully at the before picture here. See those dark marks everywhere after acne? That's something called PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It's essentially the skin feeling really hurt from something like a spot and trying to protect itself after it's gone. It can happen a lot more in darker skin types like me and also this patient. So I knew that if I introduced too much acid or too much taking away from the skin, I could make things worse when it's already in a state of inflammation. And we've already got acid elsewhere too, as you're about to see. This is why some of you might have tried, say, an acid peel or an acid product of some kind, and your skin actually ended up worse. There are actually appropriate and inappropriate times for both acids and cleansers, in my opinion at least. Step 2, active ingredients. Hydra Rich by Illumia in the morning and Clearing Serum by Skin Better Science in the evening. Hydra Rich has squalane oil, Inca Inchi oil, shea butter. These are going to be really useful here to rebuild the skin barrier due to the fact that they have plenty of lipids or oil molecules, if you like. Basically, having come from a different country, her skin barrier got a bit depleted in the harsh weather here. The emollients in it helped her texture feel slightly better too, which she appreciated. These lipids in it help prevent water from escaping the skin too, which stop things drying out too much. Remember, oil and water don't mix. Oil on top of the skin means water can't go through it. It's not something I generally tend to use, but to start this particular case off, we decided 1 bottle is okay. The clearing serum in the evening served 2 purposes here. The first was to yield multiple anti-acne ingredients that I wanted to give her in just 1 product, because reducing the number of products helps both penetration into the skin and keeping the cost down. And the second was to very slowly drip feed vitamin A into the skin. Normally I would want as much vitamin A as possible, but because of the amount of inflammation and PIH that you've now seen, I wanted to start off this particular case with less than normal because we're nursing the skin back to health instead of just blasting it with as much as possible. Because a high amount of vitamin A can yield something called a retinoid reaction, which you can find out about. I'll leave a link in the corner here for you to check that out. Step 3, sun cream. We used a Clear Shield Broad Spec SPF 42, also by Illumia. The important thing with sun cream, without being too technical, is that you want something that will essentially reflect the sun, called a physical blocker, as opposed to a chemical blocker, which is something that absorbs the sun. Physical blockers include things like titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which is what you want to look for. This particular product didn't leave much of a white mark, which is really useful for darker skins like mine because, well, no one wants to look like a ghost every day. And at the end of the day, when it comes to sun cream, in my opinion at least, one of the most important things is that you like it so that you'll actually use it all the time. A sun cream with slightly less protection, but that is used every day because you like it, I think is better than a sun cream with more protection, but that you only use occasionally because you don't like the way it makes your face look. This whole 16-week 3-product transformation is actually just phase 1 though. At the time of this video being released, we're now in phase 2, which is anti-aging and long-term skin quality improvement, now that we're out of the problem curing phase. This is so that she then doesn't go back to getting marks and spots all the time. I want her skin to be better for life, not just temporarily. I do want to stress though, I never actually saw this patient in person, which shows how powerful this is. The entire thing was actually done for free without her even leaving the house using an online platform called Get Harley. All she had to pay for was the products she needed, and any of you are welcome to have lifelong, not a single appointment, lifelong skin supervision on it with myself in this way that you've seen today with the link in the description. Please though, don't ever think that you're going to be doing any favors for your skin if you have a problem by using Botox. You're genuinely going to get more improvement in the skin from things like this that you've seen today rather than Botox. There's literal scientific evidence out there to show how much worse Botox can make your skin, and I just can't understand why more people aren't talking about it. It's ridiculous. You can see all of it in its full technical and scientific detail by clicking right here.